Chris Packham in court. Is he suing and why? Chris Packham is appearing at the High Court in London after taking legal action against Country Squire magazine. The Spring Watch presenter is suing for libel against 3 men who wrote articles accusing him of dishonest and unethical behavior. They claimed he misled his followers into donating money to a charity to help ex-circus tigers in Spain. It is not the only libel action Packham has in the pipeline. The 61-year-old TV presenter and animal rights activist is also hoping to launch a legal challenge against Field Sports Channel Limited, who have accused him of faking a death threat to himself. Packham is outspoken on social media when it comes to animal rights issues and has become a target of threats and attacks as a result. Read more here. Chris Packham defiant after arsonists target his home. Sky News, 2 minutes read. But what is he standing up against in this current court case, and what other legal battles does he have ahead? Here is a Packham Watch special looking at the dangers and predators the Really Wild show presenter is up against and his fight for survival. High Court witness. Packham has attended the start of a trial at the High Court, supported by his partner Charlotte Corney, in a bid to clear his name of alleged tiger fraud. He was accused by Country Squire magazine of making a fraudulent appeal on behalf of the Wild Heart Animal Sanctuary on the Isle of Wight, of which he and Corney are charity trustees. Packham asked for help to rescue 5 tigers from ex-circus life in Spain, but the publication claimed that as the tigers were no longer in a circus they were not in need of rescuing. Lawyer Jonathan Price, acting for the TV presenter, said the accused had called him a notorious liar and accused him of obvious nastiness and of playing the Asperger's victim card. The TV presenter was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome in 2005 and fronted an acclaimed documentary Inside Our Autistic Minds in 2022. Read more here. Chris Packham begins libel action at High Court. BBC, 2 minutes read. Packham is also planning to launch libel action against Field Sports Channel Limited over an article, video and Facebook post it published claiming he had faked a death threat to himself. A crowd justice campaign has already raised £118,000 of a target of £150,000 to fund the TV presenter's latest attempt to clear his name. A spokesperson for Field Sports Channel Limited said, "Chris is using his private wealth to try to force a small media company out of business. He is using the High Court as a cash point machine, even though he could have settled this with a phone call." Double quote. Read more here. Chris Packham's stepdaughter pledges support as crowdfunding launched for libel suit. Yahoo UK, 2 minutes read. Trolling and death threats. Packham is extremely vocal online over his campaigns for animal rights, including joining Extinction Rebellion protests and regularly petitioning against the use of living creatures in I'm a Celebrity trials. But for all the support his efforts attract, there is equal opposition, making him a target for hate and vitriol on social media. For Packham, trolling has spilled over into physical attacks and death threats made against him. The naturalist was targeted in October 2021, when a Land Rover was set on fire outside the gate of his New Forest home. He has also spoken about receiving death threats and online abuse following his involvement in an anti-shooting campaign. Read more here. Death threats sent to Chris Packham in row over bird shooting licenses. PA, 2 minutes read.